What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So there's a couple things I want to address in this video. The first thing is I'm splitting the channel. So this channel that you're seeing here, Mall Runner, is going to be for overlanding and adventure stuff, basically. And then the second channel is going to be for the mechanical stuff. So as far as mechanical stuff goes, I'm going to post this video on the second channel, and this will be the last mechanical video on this channel, which is Mall Runner. So I'm gonna put the name of the mechanical channel somewhere up here, and also I'll put it in the description. So today it's just me and Evie here, wherever Evie went. Evie, she's coming. Come on. So today what I'm doing is Mall Runner is getting in a Panhard bar correction kit. However you pronounce it, Emke or something. And then also in addition, I've had this Panhard bar for quite a while now. And it's just been sitting on the corner because I don't have a purpose to use it yet. But I'm going to install this today. I think this is a Rhino 4x4. Something like that. But this is an adjustable Panhard bar. So where these two goes is back here on the rear axle. So this is the Panhard bar, and then the extension is going to be up here. That's to correct the Panhard correction or the angle. So the problem I'm having and what this will correct is that I'm having a bump steer. So when you're off-roading, you'll notice it as much, but on the street, when I hit, like manholes and stuff, the front, there's like a bump steer to it, so it's supposed to fix that. And then after that, I'm probably going to build a transmission skid plate. So now I have the radiators covered, the engine is covered all the way back to the transmission, and I'm gonna build a skid plate that runs right here. So with that, it's going to involve is building. I gotta build like a cage, a structural cage that will hold the skid plate, and I have that is 1x1 square tubing that I'm gonna build a cage out of. And it's not going to be in this video, obviously, but the next one, Mall Crawler is going to get a I guess like a 2 front bumper that I'm building, and yeah, that's going to be fun. So me and Tiffany are moving to Georgia. Our last weekend here in Colorado is going to be June 17th, and Mall Crawler is going to be sold. I already have buyers lined up for that. I wanted to keep the 3rd gen, but it's hard to drive it, 2 vehicle back to Georgia. It's just a lot of fuel, and I'm not in a place in life right now where I can throw a bunch of money at 2 vehicles at the same time. So yeah, so Mall Crawler, I'm gonna build a front bumper for it to make it look better, because I ripped the front bumper off at Yankee Hill, and I'll show it right here. Yeah, so just gonna build a little 2 bumper for the front, and then yeah, Mall Crawler would be getting sold probably like the 1st week of June, right before we move. And yeah, that's where we're at. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a ratchet strap from here to this point of the frame, and also another one from here to this point of the frame. The reason for that, so what the Panhard bar does, it keeps the axle centered. So if I take this bar off, the axle is going to want to shift side to side, and with the ratchet strap there, it's just going to limit how far it's going to move. Alright, so like I said, the ratchet strap, this one is hooked up to the upper length, and then this strap is hooked to this size upper length. So it's crossed, And ideally, it should, well, in theory, it should keep the axle centered. So if you're like a standard travel suspension, you're probably, your axle won't move that much. So you can probably get this done without using straps or anything. But I have long travel on here, so when I take this bar off, the axle is going to want to droop a lot more, and that gives it more chance for the axle to swing and for my springs to pop out. So this is just for extra precaution. So these, there's a bolt here and a bolt up here with a nut in the back. This is a capture nut, so you don't have to worry about that. They're 19 millimeters. Alright, so this is the factory bar. This is the aftermarket one. The other end is already, they're meshed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the aftermarket one just a little bit past the factory one. Alright, so just measuring the outside of the bushing from end to end is 41 inch. And then I made the aftermarket one. I turned it to, was it 41 and a half? So just a half inch longer than the factory one. But that's where we're at. So I'm going to bolt it up and then I'll tighten up the gem nuts. So I'm just gonna leave it hanging, and then I'm gonna grind this down so I can weld the Imke or Imke bracket on here. All right, so this bracket is gonna get welded on right here. You will need to move this ABS sensor wire. Alright, so the plan, as of right now, this is one big sheet, my front skid plate. The plan is I'm going to take this off, make it into 2 sections. It'll come down to about right here, it'll stop, and I'll make another plate that goes to the back. And from that, it'll connect to the plate that goes under the transmission pan. Alright, update. So I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the skid plate for the transmission today. It's kind of running out of time, it's getting late already. But so far the front skid plate is almost done. So I'm not a fabricator by any means, not even close. If you were to compare my skill to an actual fabricator, I'm like a loop tech. So yeah, I don't do this to save money per se. I do it because it lets my creativity go wild. And as right here, I cut it a little bit too short, so I had to cut another sheet, extend it out, and I'm just gonna weld it. But that's the front skid plate. I put a bend right here. Just like so. And then for the front diff clearance, I cut out a hole right here. Freaking GoPro battery died, so I don't know how much that got, but so this is the diff skid plate, I guess. It goes right under the engine and the front differential, and I cut that out to clear the front diff right here, because I do have a drop bracket, so it's a little bit lower than factory, I guess you can say. So I got to do a little notch right there to help clear it. But that's where I'm at. All right, so I'm basically done for today. The Panhard bar is done, and then the radiator and the diff skid plates are done. So this is how the Panhard bar looks like after it's done. And these lock nuts are already tightened. And then moving on to the front skid plate. So I still need to make little tabs that covers these bolts, so if I hit anything, it'll just slide over. I'll get to that eventually. And then this is the, I guess, the front diff skid plate. That's the drop out or drop down, whatever you want to call it. This is for the drain plug. That's how it looks like. I have spacers here to space it down just a little bit. Yep, that's basically it. Be honest, I don't recommend someone trying to make their own skid plate. It's not worth it. Especially the front. What I just made, you can buy that for like, I don't know, $300-400. Shoot, I probably have like, if I were to make it from scratch, it's probably like $150-200 just in steel. As of right now, they're really expensive. So it's not really worth it. And also, shoot, it probably takes like 3 to 4 hours of your time, and then you need a welder, you need a grinder, and all kind of stuff to make it. It's not really worth it. But like I said, I just do it because it lets my creativity go wild and just turn my thoughts into something. So yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys again next time.